We are back at the Kingdom of Champions with KnightVision News on September 7th, 2021.
Bringing the kingdom together. This is KnightVision News.
Hello, Knights. Thank you so much for tuning in this Monday morning. We begin today's edition of KnightVision with a special announcement for the class of 2022. Seniors, do you want to be featured in the ultimate throwback? Then send your baby pictures to dmartinez30@ysd.net or through DM at Hank's Yearbook on Instagram to be highlighted on the baby pictures page in this year's yearbook. Knights, would you like your sweet ride to be in the yearbook? Then send pictures of your car to dmartinez30@ysd.net or DM at Hank's Yearbook on Instagram. Don't forget to include your first and last name along with your grade. And now, a very important announcement for parents dropping off their students at school. Parents, please park on the outer part of the circle during drop-off and exit via the inner part of the circle to keep our Knights safe.
This is a safety concern. We want to make sure that our kids are safe when they're getting dropped off at school. When you come to our first circle here in the front of the school, it's very important that you only drop off students on the outer edge, the one closest to the school, the edge closest to the tennis courts. Drop off your students on that side. Do not drop them off on the inner part of the circle. What it does, it creates a backlog and also creates a hazardous part for your students. Your students can get hit by another car, as cars don't expect for students to be getting dropped off on the inner side. So parents, please drop off your kids on the outer side. Once you drop off your students, you can move into the inner circle.
At Hank's, student safety is our top priority. Following these rules will help achieve that and make drop-off so much easier. Stay safe. As we've mentioned last week, the district has announced that seniors will only be required a minimum of 40 community service hours. Please make sure you start submitting your mandatory hours to Ms. Pacheco in the Counseling Center.
Hi seniors, just a reminder for community service hours, guess what? You only need 40 hours. That's right, only 40 hours. Please see Ms. Pacheco in the Counseling Center for any information or any community service hours paperwork that you need. Remember, it has to be an accredited association such as a church or a food bank, but I will be able to assist you with any information that you guys need. And just go ahead and make sure you come in and speak to me if you have any questions. If you do not have the 40 hours at the end of the year, I'm sorry, it is a graduation requirement. We will have to speak to admin to get that cleared up. Please make sure you get them in. Also, if you go over the 40 hours, there's a 300 club and you get a cord. So the more hours, you get a cord, and at least you get your graduation set in stone.
As always, reach out to your assigned school counselor if you have any questions about your community service hours. Students, those of you who have missed classes and are on the verge of losing credit have a mandatory loss of credit camp for bad attendance, LOC for short. LOC camp can only be completed during intersession, such as our 2-week break in October, Saturday camps, and/or summer school. But you may prevent it by being present in all your classes every day from 8 a.m. to 4:05 p.m.
Students can lose credit due to their absences. And in the fall semester, if students have more than 8 absences, they'll lose credit for that class. And for the spring, if they have more than 11 absences, they lose credit for that class as well, even though they may pass that class. Even though the absences may be excused or unexcused, you still will lose credit for that. And the only way to restore credit is to do tutoring hours. And the only time we allow tutoring is on Saturday from 8 to 12. So that's the only time you're gonna have to spend your Saturday morning with me.
Failure to complete your LOC will result in taking the class all over again. So work hard and come to class like you're supposed to. Last Thursday, the Knights prevailed over the Troopers by winning the Chick-fil-A Battle of the East Side. The Knights brought their school spirit, and we managed to raise $2,000 for the Annunciation Organization. The Eastwood Troopers were left in the dust with only $800 they raised for the Center Against Sexual and Family Violence. Our Silver Knights marching band, the dance team, cheer, and Stuco came out to the parking lot to help raise us the money. And we'd like to say a huge thank you towards all those organizations.
KnightVision will be right back.
Just learned to drive, then got a speeding ticket. Going to court is such a pain, and you can't skip school. Luckily, you can hire my company, Traffic Tickets 915, to fight your ticket. Check out our 500 5-star Google reviews. Visit us online at traffictickets915.com.
It's time for football. Friday night, our varsity Knights went up against the Eastwood Troopers. Our Knights fought hard in their first home game of the season, and unfortunately, the Troopers took the win with a score of 75-27. Their next game will take place at Bowie High School this Friday, starting at 7 p.m. So make sure to grab your tickets to support our Knights. The outstanding Hayes cross-country team did a great job this past Saturday at the Border Run in Sharper Park. The varsity girls team placed second, with Mia Rivera in third, Elizabeth Aguirre in 15th, Madison Spencer 26th, Destiny Loeza in 33rd, Natalie Aguirre is 37th, Ashley White 38th, and Jasmine Gonzalez in 62nd. Amazing job, girls. For the varsity boy team, they placed third with Alejandro Tarin in second, Gael Alvarado in third, Andres Garcia 28th, Angel Gomez 35th, Matthew Abeta 38th, and Danielle George in 78th. Way to go, boys. And in the open girls race, the Knights dauntlessly took first place with their team of Ashley Ibarra in 7th, Joanna Zamaripa in 21st, oh my goodness, Savannah Hernandez 28th, I'm so sorry, Almandra Garcia 29th, and Aaliyah Martinez in 50th. Congratulations. Finally, in the freshman division, we had Madison Leadham place 7th, her best time all year. In the boys' race, we had Isaiah Nobles practice 14th and Saul Mates place 18th. We are so proud of our cross country and look forward to seeing them run Saturday at Veterans Park. The Hanks Knights varsity volleyball team played against the Montwood Bears Friday evening at 6:30 p.m. The varsity girls stepped onto the court and gave it their all, but unfortunately they fell to the Bears in a 3-set match, losing all matches. The varsity team loves what they do on court, and even when they lose their games, they back up, put a smile on their face, and give it their all again. The Lady Knights are playing again tonight at Pebble Hills at 6:30 p.m. Go out and support our Lady Knights tonight. Now, yours truly will take us to Argentina in the next episode of Academic Travels. Roll tape.
Hola amigos, bienvenidos a Academic Travels. Let's get to it. Disney is pretty crazy. They've become one of the largest corporations in the world due to their innovations in film that span the last 100 years. It was Disney that made the first fully animated movie in 1938, the movie Snow White. But what if I told you that's all a lie? Today, we won't be traveling to the happiest place on Earth. We're traveling to one of the most beautiful places on Earth, Argentina, to discover how Italian immigrant Quirino Cristani made the world's first animated movie. Vámonos!
Argentina is a beautiful country in South America that is home to football, tango dancing, beautiful mountains, waterfalls, and so much more. It's also where in 1900, a young Quirino Cristani and his family would immigrate to in search for hope and opportunity. Cristani grew up poor and would entertain himself by sketching zoo animals and reading newspaper comic strips. Years later, he was spotted drawing in the streets near a newspaper office. Impressed with his talents, he was quickly offered a job as a political cartoonist. Cristani's cartoons were extremely popular for their satirical portrayal of cruel dictators. Sometime after that, Federico Valle, a newsreel producer, approached Cristani with an idea to create cartoon images for televised news segments. The two visionaries would go on to create some of the first moving pictures, cartoons. Cristani studied the art style of Emile Cole for inspiration and created something like this. And in 1917, the partners did the impossible. They made the first feature-length animated film. 20 years before Snow White was released, El Apostol made its revolutionary debut. It's a satirical tale of President Irigoyen biting off more than he can chew. In the movie, the president falls fast asleep and dreams of being an all-powerful Olympic god and wielding the power of Zeus for conquest. The movie was a hit in the few local theaters it was shown in. Sadly, the film's tapes were destroyed in a studio fire. Most, if not all, of Cristani and Valle's work is now lost media because of this serious and fortunate event.
Now, Disney has had amazing success and innovative breakthroughs, but I think it's important to recognize the forgotten pioneers that may have paved the way for people like Mr. Walt Disney. I'd hate for bright minds like Kristani to fade from history. Thanks for watching, Hanks. You're the hippo's hairbrush.
This week, we'll be celebrating several special birthdays. We want to say happy birthday to Mari Villalobos, who celebrated yesterday, Yolanda Rosales today, Priscilla Garcia on September 11th, and both Mario Nunez and Philip Bull this upcoming Sunday on September 12th. We hope you all have an astonishing birthday week. That's all the news we have for you today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Hanks on all our social media platforms. This is Liliana Rollins live on Night Vision News here at the Kingdom of Champions. We hope you have an awesome week.